Jessica.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Car Talk with Chris. What I do in my spare time, I go out and I just hunt for cars, classic cars, anything. I have I own a classic auto group for myself, and I'm always getting information that there's a car somewhere in the ballot, and so I got word on this car, an '87 Cadillac Allante, and which I think is a good car. I think Cadillac had good intentions when they came out with the Cadillac Allante. I believe that the XLR is what the Cadillac Allante should have been, a two-seater squat down with a little bit more performance. I think they should have borrowed, as they did with the XLR, they borrowed a lot from the Corvette. The XLR, in fact, is a Corvette, but I believe that the Allante was Cadillac's chance of introducing a kick-ass roadster, as is the Mercedes, the SL tag with Mercedes. If you can remember, back in the 80s, BMW and Audi did not have a dominant, or should I say, even though they're premium brands, they did not have a premium brand roadster like the Mercedes has the SL. So I just thought that maybe when Cadillac came out with the Allante, they should have had various versions of the Roadster, just as Mercedes have the SL 300, the SL 400, the SL 500 and 550 and so on, and 600, and nowadays they got the SL 663. So I got word that there's a Cadillac Allante up here. I'm gonna go check it out. I heard it's real dirty, but as a car guy, I know how to look beyond the dirt and see what exactly is under all the dirt. So I'm gonna boogie on over there. I heard that it's open. It's Sunday. It's ride day. It's scout day. I'm out scouting cars. Why not? So we're gonna go down there and see what we got. In 1987, Cadillac hadn't yet put the North Star on the market. So I'm hoping that it doesn't have the North Star. For those that know Cadillac or GM overall, they're really not good, and they really weren't good at trying to be innovative. They were always trying to be innovative with engines, and it just sucked. When sanctions was put on the auto industry back in the 70s, a lot of automakers were scrambling to create a more fuel-efficient engine. So a lot of automakers, they abandoned the big block and went to like smaller aluminum blocks. And when they did that, well, not abandon the big block, but they were trying to go with lighter engines. Let me just say that. So we got introduced to more aluminum engines in the 80s than we've ever seen before. Prior to that, it was just iron. Everything was iron. And so everybody was trying to create aluminum engines, and Cadillac came out with this 4.1, and the first year of the 4.1, which I believe was 79, I believe they introduced it either in the 79, 80, or 1981 Cadillac Eldorado. But you know, Cadillac, I say Eldorado because I love Eldorados, let's just say that. But they introduced it in a V468 thing where the engine shut down. When you first took off, you had 8 cylinders. When you gained a little speed, 2 more cylinders shut down, which gave you a V6. And then when you got on the road, then they gave you shut down 2 more cylinders, so you were only running on 4 cylinders. And I believe that by the time 87, even if you had that 4.1, they had abandoned that idea. So they did not have the V468 concept in '87. So I was told that this Cadillac Allante is a 1987, and we're gonna run up on it and we're gonna see what we got. I just hope that I didn't ask when I got told about this car. I didn't ask if it still had both tops. The Cadillac Allante is a Roadster hardtop, which has a removable hardtop with a soft top underneath. That idea they stole from Mercedes, and which leads me to believe, as I was saying, when you have a car, when you're inventing a car, you should, if you're gonna just, when you're trying to create a premium brand, and Cadillac in the 80s were in fact a premium brand, you don't stop at the easy stuff. You continue on. You go ahead with the engine, man. One of the biggest problems with Cadillac, when they kind of cuffed themselves, they made the car a front-wheel drive. I believe the Allante is a front-wheel drive, and that is not good. It wasn't good at that time when you was trying to come out with speed. Back in the day, you was able to sit a big engine in there and send that shaft to the back wheels, and power the back wheels, so you were able to put a big giant engine. When you did the front-wheel drive setup, you had to come up with a lot of configurations, and the master of trying to sit a big block and send the powers to the front wheels and create drive shafts along and put shafts through the A-pillar, and I'm sorry, not the A-pillar, the A-frame and the struts and all that is up front. So I believe the Allante is a front-wheel drive. I believe that it is. But nonetheless, I'm coming up on the place now, and we're gonna just boogie on in there. I'm gonna do a little quick shoot on the car. It's Sunday. I don't think they're open, and that's kind of why I like to come to do a lot of car hunting on Sundays, because car dealers aren't open. I don't really like to be approached when I'm scouting. I just like to look at a car, and then if I got any further inquiries, I then check the dealer when they're open. Okay, and we are at Dennis Auto Sales. Here in Suffolk, Virginia. Okay, they have a lot. Well, they got a Rolls Royce over here. How about that? And there it is. The Cadillac Allante. So we're going to get out and see if I can get inside of it, see if it's open. I was told that it's open, so we're going to get inside that thing and see what she's looking like. And we are at Dennis Auto Sales, and Dennis Auto Sales have a lot of good cars in here. And there it is. Like I said, it has a lot of fungi on it, and I know how to look past that. It seems to be a solid car. I don't see any rust on it or anything, which is good. This is nothing more than just a detail. I don't see North Star on the back. That's what I was looking for. I don't believe the North Star, like I said, I don't think the North Star was in the 1987 Cadillac. I don't think they had the North Star in the lineup then. But it's a good car. It seems to be a solid car. I didn't know they had the little license plate, headlight cleaners. 1987 in its glory. It does have the top. This in fact is a removable hard top. Let's see what she looks like on the inside. Dirty but solid. Oh wow. Yeah, this isn't bad. It needs a detail. Cassette tape. See if we can get up under the hood, see what it's looking like under the hood. Yep, just as I thought. It sits sideways. That is the 4.1 aluminum. That is the 4.1 V8. Yep, there it is right there. 4.1 gasoline engine coolant system maintenance procedure. Notice the 4.1 wasn't a real good engine. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't a real good engine. When they discontinued the V468 concept, that's when the engine really took its stride. But it's not bad. It's sitting pretty leveled. I think I'm gonna come back and give a guy an offer for this car, add it to the collection. Like I said, I know how to look past all the dirt, and I know how to look past all that, and it's solid. It really is. It's a solid car. It's a solid car. The Cadillac Allante 1987. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. If you're looking for a Roadster to add to your collection, honestly, it wouldn't be a bad get. I always loved that Cadillac emblem for the brake light. I love that. Hard top looks good. Let me see if I can get the trunk to open. Doesn't have a trunk button, but a decent car. I guess what you guys gonna have to do now is you're gonna have to wait for the next video when I come back in here. Oh, it does have fog lights. I've seen that. I was wondering. I seen fog lights in there. I said, this thing doesn't have fog lights. It does. It actually has fog lights. I did not notice that. I didn't notice that when I first was pulling up. But there it is in its glory, a 1987 Cadillac Allante 4.1. If in fact you get one of these, you do not want to get the North Star. These they were trying to, what Cadillac was doing was Cadillac was trying to, as I stated, they was trying to then beef up their cars, and they came out with a quote unquote one of their production cars, which had somewhere around 300 horsepower. I don't have the stats with me now. I'll do a full stat on the Cadillac North Star engine real soon on Car Talk with Chris. And the engine just was a colossus failure, and I don't mean that lightly. I mean that in its proper terms. Anytime you build a car and you put the starter inside the engine, that's not a car you want. That's just not a car you want. That is just the auto dealer, the automaker making it, making it real difficult to do anything. It's just, I'm a car enthusiast. I work on cars. I rebuilt Wankel engines, which is the rotary engine, diesel engines, and if someone would have told me that a car was being designed with the starter inside the engine, I would have called you a very stupid individual. But Cadillac did it. So Thank you guys for checking me out for this edition. I would like for you to please subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm going to be loading up videos, multiple videos weekly here on Car Talk with Chris. Later, y'all.